Hello, and welcome back to Circus Plays Subnautica, episode 16. So, I played a little bit off camera. My thinking is, you know, you don't need to see me do everything and micromanage all my resources. What I did, I actually may have done this part on camera. I built a scanner room, which is still scanning for fragments, I guess. Outside, I reinforced a little bit, and I placed a garden. I did some other things. I made a ton of water, cured some food. We've essentially got a bunch of resources that we can use for a very long time now. And what I want to do this episode is kind of explore this mushroom biome. Because I also found some moon pool fragments. I found some good stuff, honestly. And this biome seems pretty neat. We haven't dabbled here. So let's dabble. We're looking for resources. We're looking for anything else to explore. We have, as far as I know, finished the Aurora. I wouldn't be surprised if we go back at some point, but right now we're focusing on different things. We have our rebreather, I suppose. Conservative oxygen, we'll dive deeper. It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference, though. What is this? Power transmitter fragment. Okay. We will look at that when we get to safety. As for now, let's keep going. So, I don't think I have one, but I do want to bring a beacon with me. I think I simply forgot. We could actually use some titanium. We're interested in kind of expanding the base a little bit. Excuse me. I have to get a drink after this. We're interested in expanding the base a little bit. I would like to have a farm set up of some sort. I don't really know what to farm, though. Because I think the next thing that I want to build is a bioreactor. Let's stick with the Sea Glide. Now, if we build a bioreactor, power transmitter extends the range of a power source. We need 3 titanium, a wiring kit, and lubricant. So my thinking, to be more energy efficient, is we simply build a bioreactor with a farm. And then we can constantly power our place like that. Now, we might not do that at our current base, our current location, simply because we have so many solar panels. So we might not need to. But we might want to build another base closer to the Dino Island, because while we're not going there this episode, we will probably be going there very shortly. I would like to find the portal. I would like to mark the other landmass, because I have a hunch that the portal teleports you between them. And I also have a hunch that they are on opposite ends of the map. So, with all that said, what is a power cell chart?
30 seconds.
We know what that is. We know what that is. We know what that'll do. We have the life pods set up pretty well. We have a battery charger below it. We have our homestead, as we were calling it. I would enjoy very much to find the blueprints for the modification station, I believe it's called, or modification table. I have blueprints for advanced fins. Now, I don't know, I can't seem to make them with regular fabricator, so I'm guessing that there's an upgraded fabricator, which, if I had to guess, is the modification table, and therefore that is what we need. So we don't need to go this way. We can, however, go this way. This door is locked. So we can't cut that door open, which makes me think that we have probably exhausted this ship, or this wreck, rather. Now, the other question I have is if the Sunbeam's wreckage actually goes across the ocean, if that's something that we can find. And if it is, what's in it? Do we want to go into here? Yeah, we went in there. Alrighty, well, it looks like we've probably done everything we can over here. I said we were going to explore the mushroom biome, but maybe we'll just explore in general. We know that the landmass is over here, in this direction. So maybe we'll actually try to find it. We've got plenty of power. As long as we save at least like 50% of a battery, we should be able to get back just fine. The one thing that we might not actually have is water. I left a lot of it in the base. What is this? This looks cool as hell. Bloodroot. A deep shroom, eh? We actually do need quartz, so for something that I'm working on. I would like very much to kind of expand our base to a agricultural setup, as I was saying. And in order to do that, I kind of have the layout in my mind, and we're definitely going to need another hatch. I also don't know the purpose of floodlights. That's the Aurora. I got excited and thought maybe that was landmass. I'm getting a little sketched out being over here. I don't like when I can't see the ocean floor. I'm not at that point yet. And while our Sea Glide is pretty cool, I don't think it's the be-all, end-all of transportation. So this is actually the vent that we found once upon a time. I think I had mentioned that in a previous episode. I accidentally found it off camera. I'm almost positive that this is the vents. And, you know, I didn't think to scan it, and apparently we can't. So, okay. That would make me think that there's some sort of structure down here, over here. What was that? I would like my titanium, please. Thank you. This seems landmass-esque. This is definitely a big rock, so... we're actually still 50 meters down. Suppose that ain't it, Chief. But I do remember passing that vent when I found it, so... perhaps we're onto something. We actually don't have a beacon on us anyway, so what am I even doing? This also looks like that it's potentially kind of its own biome. These guys creep me out because they're so aggressive. A lot of the other fauna, it's not nearly this aggressive. I'd assume there's even more aggressive stuff that we just haven't seen yet. Because these guys aren't super dangerous, but they're kind of at the point where Oh yeah, so these things are also aggressive, but you know, we can probably farm some of this. Okay, so apparently acid mushrooms hurt us. And I hate to say it, but I think we're going to head back. We're going to take a little bit of a roundabout way to get back to the pod. But between all the shark guys and... What is this, though? Laser cutter fragment. Titanium. Between the shark guys and taking damage from the mushrooms, I would like to just get back, I think. We'll kind of keep an eye out for the landmass, but unless we find all the right resources very quickly, we're not going to be able to do anything with it anyway. So perhaps our best course of action is to go to what we've been calling Dino Island. And I said I wasn't going to do it this episode, but hell, maybe I will. We have the resources. We have the technology. We can get there. Our inventory's full, huh? Okay. That's totally fine with me. We need a drink. And we're going to need to eat soon. Both in real life and this game, actually, interestingly enough. So we'll go to the pod. We'll get some supplies. What we do need... We'll heal, too. Why not? What we do actually want to bring with us is some table coral. Or coral tube samples, whatever. Just as much as we have salt. So we have 3 salt. Okay. And that's going to be plenty of water. I can't believe that I used to think that bladderfish were the most efficient. We don't... Well, we'll scan it. Why not? I can't believe I used to think that bladderfish were the most efficient water source. I don't mind the sockers. They become relatively chill to me. And we may have overshot the pod, actually. We got a little sidetracked. That's right here. Okay. So with us, we bring a beacon. There's also that crazy cave network. Which we kind of blindly ran through. So actually, at the end of the day, it may make the most sense to try to find the landmass to the northwest. So we'll bring plenty of water. We just gotta check our inventory. We don't need that many spores. The cool thing, though, about the acid mushrooms is that we can make batteries if we need them. I don't know why. I don't know why we would need them, but I also have a hunch that if the acid mushroom makes batteries, then it probably also will be good for a bioreactor, and then maybe we don't need to rely as much on solar energy. These are all hunches, and I could be completely wrong. So, okay. So we'll go into our secondary base.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And these are not... This place isn't organized, like, at all, so... What are we going to take with us? We don't need to take any batteries, but we do want to change out this guy. Okay. How's everything else doing on power? We're good. We'll keep some titanium here. That's not the end of the world. I don't want to go too far back and forth. We have a lot of lithium. Before we go, let's reinforce this like one more tick. I don't think we really necessarily need to, but I feel better about it. It'll also clear up our inventory and provide us purpose. I have no idea what a good HP is for a base. Or a good HP value, rather. So, we don't want to be carrying this with us while we go to Dino Island. And it sucks that we have to go back and forth. Blue palm seed. We will take that. We're going to start planting some stuff, I guess. So, we'll build 3 planters, sorry. I believe we have room for that. Do we have any food on us? We do not. There might be some up here. If there isn't food up here, then we actually probably do have a little bit of an issue. Maybe a little bit mismanaged. Honestly, that's probably okay. I didn't want to have to go back and forth between the homestead and here, because Dino Island's pretty far from here. Well, it's pretty far from the homestead. That's actually not that far down. We might be able to swim that. Well, 300 meters, that's getting close. I believe around 200 meters is when we start having issues. So we'll keep an eye out for peepers and salt. We'll grab... we don't actually have any free space. Okay, we won't keep an eye out for anything. We'll just head straight to the homestead, recharge our batteries, and then head back. We'll do some planting in our new gardens, and that's the other thing we'll do. So we'll make, I think, 2 or 3 gardens, plant some stuff, and then head to Dino Island, which honestly isn't that bad of a journey. I mean, it's going to be 1,500 meters. Although, we are going to be... I'm really tempted to try to find the other landmass, which I think is dangerous. Because I know that there was a Leviathan presence over there, and I saw it, actually, when I was playing off camera. So... And this was a long time ago, probably in between episodes 2 and 3, I think. I kind of just wandered over there. I might have swam the whole way without the sea glide, which is crazy to me now, because this thing is... clutch. So yeah, I think we can get a pretty good farm going, and even if we don't use a bioreactor, having some of these supplies over here probably isn't the worst idea. So let's come up in here. Now
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And we need to build a couple of things. The first thing that we're going to build is I would like to have another hatch down here. Okay. And then I would like to make another bed. Or a garden, rather. I mean, I guess it is a sort of bed, but... that is not even. That is also not even, thank you. And we'll make a third one. Oh, it needs titanium, eh? We're out of titanium? Okay, that's fine. Let's... plant some stuff, shall we? So this one is going to be mushrooms. This one will be, I guess, blue palm. I don't know what that's going to do for us, and we'll just plant everything, and then we'll deconstruct this guy for now. And I believe this will face the opposite direction of us. So let's get some light over here.
"30 seconds.
like this light, I think, over the hatch, actually. I think that'll look pretty cool. Okay, so we've got our beacon. I have no idea how long it's going to take to grow this stuff. Apparently not long. The thing with the acid mushrooms, though, is it's going to hurt us to harvest them, so we might need to figure something like that out. At the very least, they'll look cool for now. Grab ourselves the med kits. And charge this puppy up. Okay, we do have a decent amount of water, but maybe not where we want to be with it. Which is unfortunate. So maybe... I don't know if I'm ready to venture out for the landmass. Those are our cameras. I guess they're not really scanning anything. I don't quite know how that works. I would assume that the scanner is still scanning. Well, we also don't get HUD updates, so let's get a sense of how deep 300 meters actually is. We are halfway there. I don't know how pressure works. I don't believe an actual human being can dive 300 meters. I could be wrong about that. I mean, we're about 200 right now. The landmass isn't far from these mushrooms. I do know that. But I also don't know how far these mushrooms grow out. And I think that this was like the original place that I tried to build the habitat. So that island, if we do find it, is going to scare the hell out of me when we pop out of the water. I do remember we passed some reef backs to get there, I think. So we forgot to build the damn beacon. And this life pod, yeah, we've checked this out many times. That is 13. I'm going to check it out again because I never know about myself. But I do believe that we have been here. It would certainly appear that way. Alrighty. I'm guessing that the creature eggs that we just picked up are probably from these guys. We're looking for peepers for the food. Okay, I guess we have the Cyclops bridge fragment unlocked. I don't like those guys. I feel like they're trying to lure me into something, honestly. So we get some salt. Seems like quite the cave network, in all honesty. Dude, we did get diamonds, though. Do we want to go in here? So we're 223 meters deep. Oh... Okay. How far are we from our homestead? Not far. 283 meters. So, nothing's going on here, though. The last time that this happened, last time we came to one of these arches, this thing popped up, and we were able to put one of those green boxes in here, and then we were teleported. So there's probably something to this that we're missing. Yeah, especially because it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot else going on here. Unfortunately, we don't have a beacon. That sucks. However, we know we're not too far from the homestead. And we just got to look for where this place gets deep. So that looks like a salt deposit. Another diamond. By salt deposit, I meant like a vein of it. Cool, cool. So we just have to go south-southwest, and we'll find this place. We're going to make 2 beacons. Yeah, I kind of know where this is, because maybe not. I was going to say, I've scanned that many times. I have scanned the mobile vehicle fragment, but apparently not that one. Their mobile vehicle bay fragment. Excuse me. So our acid mushrooms are growing pretty well, looks like. Okay, so what do we want to make? We would like to cure some peepers. Creature decoy. That's not what we need. We need copper for a beacon, please. Eventually, I'm going to try to organize these ores a bit more specifically. But as of right now, we've got what we've got. We do have a beacon already made. We will take that guy, which means we won't need this second copper. Do have some lithium if we want to reinforce things. You know, let's save our lithium. I feel like our base is doing a-okay. We'll change the battery on the Sea Glide. We'll make a beacon. We'll mark the cave, and then we will venture out to the sea to find the island. Okay. What do we want to bring with us, though? So we'll bring the peepers. Let's bring like two more bottles of water. Where's our water? I thought that there was something else, though, that I wanted to make. Well, I did want to make a bioreactor, I suppose. I don't know if we... I need a wiring kit, lubricant. Okay. So we're not there yet. A moon pool. That's what I wanted to make. Unfortunately, we cannot. We got plenty of power. I think our base is pretty set up right now, in all fairness. There's this power cell charger. So we're not there yet. Modification station, composite plant pot. See, this is the thing right here. We want to be able to make plants indoors so we can eat them. Where are we? Downstairs, downstairs. What's in here? Bunch of salt. And a creepvine seed cluster. And silver. Let's get this silver out of here. So we don't forget about it. I don't think we're doing anything with that this particular second, so... Change bats. How you doing? You're almost done. Grab this guy. And then is there anything we want to do before we go? I guess we'll dump all this. Okay, and then we're going to go mark the cave and then potentially go look for land. Alright, so that was the preparation episode. I'm going to call it there. I will see you guys next time, and we will go beacon some things. If you like the content, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see everyone next time.